Today I'm cooking up a beautifully sweet Porky treat. Hi, welcome back to Barbecue Life, where great barbecue doesn't have to cost a fortune. Today we're cooking cherry cola Porky Pops on the Ninja Woodfire grill. So this is an air fryer that's got a smoking function on there as well. I'm sure you're pretty familiar with it already as it's all over social media. So first things first, Ninja have sent this out to me free of charge to give them an unbiased review that we're going to have coming out in the next couple of weeks and just do a couple of cooks on. Little summary of it: I've never had an air fryer before, so I didn't know what to expect. I think it's quite cool. It's not a barbecue. It is an air fryer with a smoking function, but it does allow you to get barbecue style food in a quick and easy, efficient way. So anyway, that's enough about that. Let's crack on with the cook itself. So I bought some pork belly from the local supermarket. I've already taken the skin off of it and I've cut them sort of in half so that we've got chunks that are about 1.5 inches long by about 1 inch wide. And then we've got some smaller pieces as well. These are going to crisp up and just do wonderful unctuous things, while the other ones are going to be beautifully soft and just meat candy in your mouth. As you can tell, I'm pretty passionate about this already. It is an absolutely fantastic cook. So we're going to take these pieces of pork belly and we're going straight on with the Rusty Barbecue Company's cherry cola rub. So this rub is absolutely fantastic. It always makes me sneeze when I take the lid off because the particles in it are so fine. But it is them little fizzy cola bottles that you get as a kid or as an adult. I quite like them now. It is them in a powder form that we're going to cover this pork in. So we just want to get it on all sides, all the way over, and get this in the fridge for an hour, hour and a half, just to really penetrate in and impart its flavour on there. When you'll see when I take it out that it's gone quite liquidy, and it does do that. It reacts with the liquids in the meats and it does make quite a liquidy form, but this gives us, it's almost like a sticky glaze that is just going to stick on there and tack up and go beautiful. So these have had 2 hours in the fridge and now we need to get them onto our sticks. So I've got some wooden skewers. I did soak these in water, not that I think I'm going to need to in the air fryer because it's not over direct heat like what in a barbecue would be. So if you were going to be cooking these in a barbecue, I would most definitely soak them in water just so they don't spontaneously combust in your barbecue. We're just going to take the pointy end, skewer it into our meat, and there we have our little Porky lollipop. So put these over to one side while we sort the Ninja out. The first thing I need to do is I need to go in with some smoking pellets into that hopper on the side, and that is going to just smoke away in there. That ignites and you've got the function to have that on or off. We've got a really nice smoky flavour on here. So we get them pellets in and then we're going to set it up for a smoking function. So as you can see, it's got a dial on the front. We just turn that around to smoke. It lights everything up and it says 120 degrees, and then you can set your minutes. So 120 is as low as it can go. You cannot turn it down any lower than that. Ideally, I'd have gone 10 degrees lower on these, but 120 is still going to be just fine. And then we need to set our timer for how long we're going to be cooking for. So we're going to take this up to 2.5 hours. So that's going to give plenty of time to let all the fat render out of these and give us that almost gelatinous feel that we get with pork belly. So the Ninja Woodfire lets us know when it's reached that 120 degrees, and that is time for us to put our pork on there. So we're just going to layer them on, sort of tuck them inside each other. You may have to chop some of your skewers down a bit smaller. I did on some of mine to fit them on. So we get that on and we shut the lid down, and you can see through the side that you can see that them pellets that we put in that little hopper are smoking away, and that's working its way into that unit and out the back and really smoking our meat. So them pellets, they last about 35 to 40 minutes, I've worked out. So you get a nice smoke on there right at the beginning of your cook. It's quite intense, so you don't need that smoke all the way through because it hits it quite hard right at the beginning. So We've had this cooking for about an hour and a half. We're going to open the lid and have a look, and as you can see, they've taken on a really nice colour. The sugar in that rub is really started to tack up, and the smoke has given us a nice mahogany colour into that pork. So we're just going to get them flipped over now for our last hour. So turn them all over, shut the lid down and give them that last hour to make a total of 2.5 hours cooking. After that 2.5 hours cooking, we're going to open it back up and we're going to check for tenderness. So we'll just go in with a probe and we're just looking to see if they are soft. If they're nice and soft, then this is where we want to be. And now is the time to hit it again with some more flavour. So we're using Waz Hut's barbecue sauces on this cook, and he does one that is a cherry cola rub. So it's called Sweet Embers. Sorry, not cherry cola sauce, sorry, called Sweet Embers, not a rub. And we're just going to brush some of that across each one and then flip them over and glaze the other side as well. And we just want to let that go nice and sticky and beautiful, and just another layer of flavour on there. So we're going to set the Ninja Woodfire up for a 10-minute cook again, and just to let this glaze set. After 5 minutes of that cook, we're going to flip them over and glaze the other side as well, just so that we've got everything all covered. So 5 minutes of a glaze and then 5 minutes of another glaze, and it makes them super sticky and wonderful, and then they are time to take off. So I cannot wait to dig in to this. These are going to be epic. They smell amazing. The sweetness just builds and builds and builds. These are absolutely amazing. Complete and utter gluttonous wonderfulness. There's not much more I can say. If you like what we're doing here at Barbecue Life, then please do subscribe to the channel. Make sure you like the video. Let me know what you think. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. Cheers.